Hello students, today we are going to work with an operating system. Operating system, as you all know, it is an interface between the user and a hardware. You all can see that this is the hardware in front of me, and as a user I am going to work on this hardware. So whenever we are working with the computer, we need both the things, that is software as well as hardware. This device is a hardware as I can touch and I can use it, whereas the things on which I am going to work, these are software. Can you see the mouse pointer? This is the software where I am going to work, and this software is called an operating system. So this is the foremost thing which we need whenever we are working on the computer. So whenever we are working on the computer, we will get many features, like it's very easy to use. It is easy to use, is it or not? See, each and everything is written here. Even if I don't want to learn anything from the internet or from the YouTube, everything is written over here. Whenever I'm bringing mouse over this any of the file, you can see that small help is coming, with the help of which I'm able to understand what I'm going to do. See here, start is coming, or whatever the things, even if I'm doing everything, each and every help is available on the computer, with the help of which even without learning I'm able to learn all these things. That is the reason it is very easy to use. Multitasking, yes, of course. Multitasking means when you are able to do more than one work at a time. Okay, how you can do that? You all are familiar with the notepad or the wordpad feature. So here I am opening notepad. So notepad is open. So this notepad is open, and if you want to type anything over here, like my name is, so whatever you are typing, if in the background you want to play the music, so simply you can come to the my music section and you can play any music which you want to play. Along with that, even if you want to type, you can type also, like my class is. So this is basically a multitasking option where you can have your music as well as, even if you want to type or you want to do any other work, that you are able to do with the help of this multitasking feature. Now your searching is very easy. Next feature, if we'll see, that is searching is very easy whenever we are working on the computer. See, here we have our searching bar. Whatever you are going to type here, that you can search. This is your search bar. So anything which you want to search, like you want to search class 9th syllabus. So see, anything related to class 9th will be shown here. So whatever you want to search, that you can search from the bottom, this search bar, where each and everything is available. So your searching becomes very easier when you are working on the computers. Then next is pinning on taskbar. Pinning means, here you all can see, this is your taskbar, students. This area is taskbar. Whatever the things you want to pin. Pin means the things which you want that should be available to the quick launch bar. Taskbar, I hope you all know why we are using taskbar. When we don't want that we should go to any other option, directly we want to access our things, like this is your taskbar, this is the quick launch bar. From here you can have your Google Chrome or whatever the things you are going to have. You all can see that this is my one shortcut. Just right click and here you will get the option pin to taskbar. When you will select this option, could you see this option? Now it is available on my taskbar. So directly from here I can open. Similarly, if you want to remove, you can simply remove from here after unpin from taskbar option. See, it is removed from here now. So these are the various options which we get when we are working on our computers or on the desktop. Next is the arrow peak feature. Arrow peak feature is very interesting feature. Just simply go to the settings of your task manager. Just right click and go to the taskbar settings. Here you can see use peak to preview the desktop when you move. Let me show you once more how you will get this option. Just right click on your taskbar and here taskbar settings. Just click on it and after that you will get this arrow peak feature. Arrow peak means your windows on which you are currently working, that will not be minimized, but you are able to see the desktop. How you are able to do that? Just set this peak to preview the desktop option on. After that you open any window from here you can open from your desktop, and after opening that window, okay, see this is maximize. Just come to the corner. Could you see this? This corner of the window. See, it is not minimized, it is there, but you are able to see. Come to the right corner of your bottom right corner of your screen, and then you are, without minimizing your documents, you are able to see the desktop. So this is arrow peak feature which helps you when you are working on Windows. Next we can see a live taskbar view. Live taskbar view means whenever you want to see the full screen. So that full screen option comes at the right corner again. Just select the full screen option and you are able to get that. Now jump list. Next is jump list. Jump list means when you want to see whatever the previous document you have opened. Just click here and see. We have used only the taskbar so that you can see. We have opened this Winamp to play the music. So whatever the things you have viewed earlier, that you are able to see with the help of jump list. Jump list you can see even from the start button. Jump list is nothing, only the things which you have viewed earlier that could be seen in the jump list. Next option is snap. Snap is whenever you want to use two windows all together. Just move that two windows from the top, just take it to the left edge, okay, open any other document. Now see, two documents are open. So if two documents are open, just click on the top bar. One will come at the left hand side corner and one will come at the right hand side corner, so that with the help of this feature you are able to see two documents all together. You don't need to open, like minimize or maximize two screens at a time you can view. So if you want to open two files simultaneously, Windows 7 providing you this feature to work upon. So this is your snap feature. Now next is the shake feature. Shake feature basically helps you to wherever you are working, like without disappearing, that just bring your mouse over here. See, another document will be closed. You only need to just shake your mouse over it and the previous one will also get open. So this is the shake option of Windows. Now this is the very general working of any operating system. These all features are available. When we are working on the Windows, at that time the first screen, when you switch on your system, how to switch on, just to plug in your computer over there, and after that switch on the CPU button. After switching on the CPU button, some files will get loaded into the memory. In the previous video I told you, whenever you switch on your system, operating system gets loaded into the memory, and for that while you have to wait. When you are waiting, at that time your operating system gets loaded, and the first screen, this is your first screen, this is first welcome screen, This screen is called desktop. What it is called? Desktop. Here you can see that there are some of the icons. Could you see that? These small picture along with the text written. This is called your icons. So desktop consists of various icons with the help of which your access of the different document becomes very easy. You don't need to go to a particular location to search anything. Directly on the desktop you can work with your document. So these are the icons, the small picture along with the text, a small graphical representation of your documents, you can say icons are. Now let's move to the start button. This left hand side corner one, this is your start button. When you click on your start button, you will get your different documents. Okay, now here what all things we can get in the start button. This we can check from this window. Various options are available whenever we are working on the computer. You can see we can get first of the things are documents. Whatever the documents you have saved, that you can get from the documents. Then you have your picture folder where you can store your personal pictures. Then you have music where you can have your favorite music stored, and directly from here you can access it. The next games also you can access from your start button. Different type of games are available here which you can directly access from the start button. See this Xbox console, so whatever your favorite game is, that you will get here. So your games is also available here. Computer, whenever you want to like directly connect to any of the network, you can go to the network button or the computer button. Basically this is your, this PC is your, this is your computer button where you will get everything related. Here you can see even the bifurcation of your hard disk, C drive, D drive, E drive, everything is given here, from where you can directly see where your files are stored. Next is your control panel. Control panel is the basic thing with the help of which you are able to get all the settings of your hardware as well as software. So this is your control panel. Whatever the hardware and software you have installed, timings, even if you want to check your internet speed, network, everything related to your system is stored here. Next is devices and printer. Devices and printers we are using whenever you have your any hardware which is going to give your input as well as output devices. This printers and scanner options, or another devices which are extra attached, like your pen drive which you have attached with your computer, that you can see from this option. Default programs means if you have opened more than one media or the default player, the things which you have set as default, that will appear here. All the things which you are on which you are working again and again, that automatically comes here so that you can easily access those options. Help and support, if you want any kind of help and support from the different kinds of things, so that help and support also, see here this help is related to your printer and devices. Similarly, if you want to have any help, any support from Microsoft, as Windows is the Microsoft product, so that help also you can get from here only. Now next option is icons. Just now I have explained the small graphical picture which you have. These are your icons. These are the default icons, like small graphical symbols, this PC, network, recycle bin. These are the default icons. Default icon means which is available whether you have done anything on computer or not, whether you have saved anything or not. These icons will remain there because these are the points from where you can access different files and folders related to your system. So these are the simple icons which will be there all the time. Like if you see this network icon, all your internet connections, everything will be available here. Whatever the things you have in this your network connection, that is available. So if I'll turn on, right now it is off. So when you will turn on, you are able to see all the public, see whatever the things, whatever the networks available nearby, all those networks will be available here when you work on network. Next is documents. See, these icons are available on the desktop, as well as these icons, these same things are available on your C drive, D drive as well. From here also you will get the documents. So whatever the documents, last documents where you have worked, all the documents will save here, whether it is music file, picture files, everything will be here. Then another icon which is very similar, very common in each and every computer, that is of Google or Internet Explorer. That depends upon which browser you have by default on your system, that will be available here. You can see Microsoft Edge is also here and Google is also here. So that is up to you. Whatever the browser by default you have in your system, that will be available on the desktop. Next is computer. This option may vary. Like in my computer you can see this is this PC, whereas in your computer it could be computer. This basically shows your all the specification of your system, all the hard disk bifurcations, C drive, D drive. That depends how your hard disk is bifurcated. Here you can see only 3 bifurcations, but in your computer it may be different. You may have only C drive, you may have C, D, or you may have any other bifurcation. That totally depends upon your hard disk. Then the default folder which we get on the desktop is the recycle bin. I hope you all know about the recycle bin. Whatever the deleted files we have, that we can see in the recycle bin. Once you empty your recycle bin, you will never get back your files. Suppose you have deleted any files, all the deleted files will move to the recycle bin, but once it is deleted from the recycle bin, you will never get it back. So this is your recycle bin folder. Now next topic is taskbar. As I told you earlier, this is your taskbar from where you can quickly access your documents or your file or folder. Like I want to open Google, I can directly open from here. So this is quick launch bar. Taskbar is which basically helps you to work on your documents very fast, very quickly. Start button is also available here. So with the help of start button, you are able to access your all files and folders. So that's why it is called quick launch bar as well. So whatever the notifications comes, that comes in this right hand side corner. So you can see all the notifications here. This is the basically a button which gives you everything, like your network is connected or not, your computer is having video or audio accessibility or not. Each and every notification is given here, with the help of which you are able to work with your computer very easily without going to the direct options. You are able to work quickly on each and everything with the help of this taskbar. Now how to bring our files which we need quickly, how to bring those files to the taskbar, that is very easy. Students, whatever the thing you want that should be in your quick launch bar, simply select, like right now I'm selecting this quick heal, and just drag it to the taskbar. That will be added. Any file you want to have it on the taskbar, just drag and drop it on the taskbar. That will be available. Okay, so this is how you can add program to your quick launch bar. Now next is switching application. Switching application means when you have many documents open. Right now you can see I have opened many documents, at least 3-4 files. See, you all can see that I have opened many. So with the help of shortcut key, I am telling you the shortcut key, just press Alt plus Tab key. See, Now wherever you, whichever the tab you want to open, that will be directly open. So this is the shortcut key from one application to another application. Whenever you want to switch on from one to another, you can press those two shortcut keys, that is Alt plus Tab, and with the help of which you are able to move to the another window. Now let's see the various Windows elements which we have. For that we need to open any normal window frame so that we can learn about it. So I'll open just this PC window, because here I'll get all the options, the C drive, D drive, everything is available here. You all can see on the top where this PC is written. Now whatever I'm opening right now, this local disk, could you see this address bar? This is called address bar. Whatever I'm going to open, that even if I'll click here now, program files, this is my address bar. This actually tells the location of my computer, where I am right now, that is the location. So this is your address bar. Now here again come to this PC, where we have all these buttons, this back button, this file, computer, view, drive tools. These all are these all options where they are locating. This particular area is called frame, where all these options are available. Now you all can see that here one quick launch bar is given, where I can, from here also I can move to the different windows. This is called my organized area, where all things are available, or here also I can move. See, so when you have more documents, see here, this is called vertical scroll bar. Could you see this? This is vertical scroll bar. When your list is big, at that time this scroller will appear automatically, with the help of which you are able to move up and down. So this is horizontal scroll bar. Similarly, when you have a long list of files which is not able to cover the screen, then at the bottom you will get the horizontal scroll bar. Here you can see it is showing that 50 items. So this is basically, students, the number of items this particular folder consists of. So this is called status bar, where you will get all the summary of your documents which that particular window consists of. That summary you will get in the status bar. Now let's look at right hand side of your screen. Could you see this? This is called search button. With the help of this, you can search whatever the things you want to search. Directly enter here. It will search whatever the files are available in this folder. If it is not available in this folder, you are not able to get any file or folder which is available here, and you, as you have long list, you don't remember or you are not able to see what exactly it is. So you can just type here, that particular file will be available here. On the top here, right hand side corner, you can see three buttons, this minus sign, then this box, and this cross. This is minus sign. This is called minimize button. This basically minimize. It will show your task in the task bar, whatever the things you were doing. Okay. And this is your restore button. It will simply restore, means the basic size which I have in the computer, and the same button will maximize my window as well. Next is close button. Close button basically helps you to close your application, close your window on which you are currently working. Okay, so these are the different Windows element which we have in all the windows wherever we are working. I hope you all understood all these elements of Windows, as well as different features on which we are working whenever we are working on the operating system. So please do practicals of this so you are able to understand these things quickly. And now another important feature of using an operating system is how to shut down your computer. Whenever you are working on computer, it's very important to properly shut down your system. If you are not doing so, whatever the things you have saved, that might not save properly if you are not doing shutdown properly. So how to do shutdown? Just click on the start button. Here you will get this power button. Click here. Here it is giving you three options: sleep, shutdown and restart. So you will select the shutdown button. This way you can shut down your computer.